I believe it's possible to completely transform your life in just 30 days when you complete a simple set of actions every day. Now, I know this is true because I've just been completing a 30-day habit mastery challenge. And in the time from day 1 to day 30, I've seen a complete transition in the way that I view my day and the mindset that I approach every single day with. And when I change the mindset that I approach every single day with, I'm able to take completely different actions and I'm able to see completely different results based on the actions that I take in the morning. So I'm going to go through these actions with you today in the video. If you're new to the channel, my name is James Eardley. I've generated over 7 figures in sales for my e-commerce businesses. And now I'm generating these weekly YouTube videos to help you to achieve the same success. And a lot of the success that I've seen, I know for a fact has been based on the mindset that I've approached my goals with. But recently I felt like I needed a bit of a shake-up with the habits that I'm taking. And it's easy to get lost in the day-to-day and to start reacting to every single day that comes up. No matter what you're doing in life, and I was the same, if you just 30 days ago or so, when I woke up in the day, I let my day just pull me around in different directions. And if I had an email or if I wanted to go on Instagram or go on YouTube, I'd be pulled in different directions, not doing things that I actually set out that I wanted to do with every single day. And I think that's like the default state for us now. If we don't proactively take action or decide what we're going to do, the default state that we always slip back into is reactive mode. And it's looking at where our attention should be pulled in different directions. So it's important that with simple habits that you complete at the start of the day, you completely transform the way you go through your life without just reacting to everything and being pulled in different directions. You get to choose the direction that you take that day in. And when you choose the direction that you take your day in, you ultimately take the actions that you want to take. So I've been doing this challenge while I'm out here in Madeira. Might be wondering where I am at the moment. And I've got this beach to myself in the morning. And I've just completed my habit challenge this morning. And I thought I'd do the rest of this video on the beach so you can see where I am. And if you can see here, I'm along the coast of Madeira now. And there's these little waterfalls alongside this coastline. It's incredible. Another little waterfall up there. And today we are doing this video on the beach because I wanted to show you whereabouts I'm staying. And the lifestyle that I'm living at the moment is crazy. It's November, but I'm able to come and sit on the beach on a mild morning. And I think a lot of it is down to the actions that I've taken. And those actions, let's go through the simple habits that I'm taking every single day now. So what I did with the 30-day habit mastery challenge is I gradually built up the amount of habits I was doing every morning into a solid, healthy morning routine so that by the end of the 30 days, I have a consistent routine in place that feels like a habit to go and do every single day, but it's getting me in the right headspace every day to do whatever my plans are for the rest of the day. So the first habit that I implemented was meditation. Now, if you've never tried it before, you are in for a real treat because a lot of us kind of dismiss meditation as something that's not going to work for us and you don't really understand it. I was certainly that way. But the level of focus and brain power that you get after doing just 10 minutes of meditation in the morning is huge. Meditation, for me, is a way of getting better at focusing. It's like building up your focus muscle. So the more you meditate, the better you are at removing distractions that come up into your mind and just focusing on what it is you want to focus on. It's just so clever because the way it does that, you just meditate by focusing on your breath or focusing on different parts of your body in the morning. And you just go through a bit of a routine like I did this morning of focusing your thoughts on different parts of your body. But what that does is it means you have to be completely present. You have to think about what's going on right now. And all those different thoughts we get throughout the day, worrying about what we're going to do in the future, worrying about things we've done in the past, they all dissipate. And you get better at actually just focusing on what is happening right now. So meditation is the first habit. Doing that consistently doesn't have to be 10 minutes to start with. I just started with 10 breaths or just 1 minute of trying to meditate. And then I just work your way out gradually. The next habit is visualization. Now, I go on about this one more so on my channel because it was probably one of the biggest levers that I pulled when I first got started with my businesses. And visualization means that you can clearly see in your mind what it is your life is going to look like when you actually achieve the goals that you have. So to do visualization properly, you go into a quiet space, close your eyes, picture exactly how it's going to feel to be living the life where you've achieved whatever goal it is you've set out for yourself. And you don't think about what it's like to go through the motions to actually achieve the goal. So exactly for building, for example, building an e-commerce business, you don't think about the hours spent uploading products or building a marketing campaign or optimizing your product pages. You visualize the moment when you've achieved the goal you have. So if that's to get to 10K in sales every single month, you visualize the 31st of the month and you picture that feeling of how it's like you've just made 10K, you're looking at your sales progress and you're happy with the progress that you've seen. And when you visualize that moment, your brain doesn't know the difference between seeing it in your mind compared to seeing it in real life. And so you start to train your brain to know how it feels, to know what to do and know what it's like to be in that position. And so then you take actions that put you into that position in real life. You have to do it over a consistent amount of time to see the results. But when you do it, it really does pay off. So that's meditation, visualization. The next habit I'm going to talk about now to do every morning is gratitude. So this one is about putting yourself in a positive mindset. If you're feeling like negative, if you're feeling like moaning about certain things that don't feel quite right in your life, then you'll bring that energy into whatever it is you're going to do that day. And when you bring that energy, you won't actually enjoy anything. And when you don't enjoy doing something, you don't do it long enough to see the results. So by being great, by spending a few, do that again. So by spending a little bit of time being grateful for maybe just 3 things in the morning, it trains your brain to focus on what you do have rather than what you're striving for all the time. And so it's a mixture of being able to visualize what you want in the future, but at the same time being grateful for everything that you've got so far. Then you're so much more positive. And it's impossible to feel depressed when you're feeling grateful. The two feelings just can't coexist alongside each other. Okay, habit number 4, and this one took me by surprise. It's probably been the biggest single lever that I pulled or made the biggest positive difference for me over this last 30-day challenge. And that's the habit of journaling every single morning. I used to write it off as something that didn't matter. It didn't work. What's the point writing things down? And if you're in that mindset as well, I'd completely understand. But once you try journaling, the benefits that you get are huge. So all journaling is you give yourself some time in the morning to just get whatever thoughts you have in your mind down on paper. And you ask yourself questions that you then answer by writing down your answers. And by doing that, you get so much more clear on what's going on in your mind. When your thoughts are just floating around your mind, they're so abstract and they don't really mean anything. It's easy to get carried away and not really understand what it is you're thinking. I think especially in men, I know I'm very guilty of this. It's quite difficult to diagnose how we're actually feeling or what we're actually thinking about. So by being able to write things down, I was able to get more clear on my thoughts, and it has an amazing power to clear your mind when you've got things on paper. They leave your mind because you've got them down on paper, and I just felt like I had a much clearer mind to go on into the day. Like, for example, I spent 10 minutes this morning journaling, and I was asking myself questions about what is it I think is going to get me to the next level in my business or in my life. Or I asked myself questions like, what did I enjoy about yesterday? Or what did I not enjoy about yesterday? What could I have done better? What did I do well? And when you write these things down, you really start to pick out some unbelievable insights, better insights than you could ever get from a coach. I believe you can get from yourself when you just start writing things down on paper. Okay, the 5th and final habit that I've been implementing to make a huge difference, and I know it will transform your life if you do this consistently, is a digital detox element, a habit in the realms of digital detox. For me specifically, that meant spending less time on my phone. So every single day, over a course of 30 days, you're starting to limit the amount of phone use that you're having. So I think the average phone use is something ridiculous in the UK. I'm not sure 100%, but I know it's well up into the 5 or 6 hours worth of phone use every single day as an average. Now, so don't feel guilty if that's you. That's what the average is. But I think something that's really holding us back in this generation and in this age is just the sheer amount of time that we lose to checking our phone or to checking messages or to checking social media. Things that really don't make a difference to actually what we want to achieve with our life. So I'm not hating all phone use. Of course, phone use is important, some of it. But the amount of excessive phone use, I think we all understand, can be reduced. So the habit of reducing it right down to just 30 minutes a day or 60 minutes a day on a gradual period of reducing it over a 30-day period has allowed you so much more time, and allows me so much more time to actually do the things I want to do in my life. And it's not just the time element, it's also the focus. I find the longer I go without my phone in the morning, the more focused I'll be in that day. There's something about, and this is the science that I know, it's not backed by any data, but the science that I know to be true is if I'm on my phone, I kind of go into more of a reactive mode and I'm waiting for things to come to me. When I'm off my phone in the morning, I'm more of a proactive mode, and I'm the one that's going to dictate what I'm going to do in my life, what I'm going to do with my day. And I'd love some science to come out or me to find something or comment beneath this video if you know what it is that actually causes that feeling. But 100%, the less time you're on your phone, the more proactive you can be, the more focused you are, and the less you get pulled in different directions. Okay, so those are the 5 habits. Now, I know if you put those into place consistently over a 30-day period, you can transform your mindset. And the way you transform, when you transform your mindset, that then goes on to transform your life because you go through days very differently. You take on challenges that you otherwise would have put off, and it makes such a big difference to whatever you want to achieve in your life, whether that's business growth, relationship growth, personal development. If you want to start traveling, if you want to change up the lifestyle that you're living, whatever it is that you've got as a goal, if you start it by getting the right habits in place, I believe it leads on to so much more positive benefits in the rest of your life. So, with that said, let me know in the comments what you want to try, which habits or all habits that you're going to try out. If you want to try the exact challenge that I've been following with all of the steps laid out for you every single day to go from wherever you are today all the way through to having this consistent habits built in, then you can join the challenge, which is the first link in the description. If you join the Freedom Builders community, inside the classroom there, we've got a 30-day habit mastery challenge to take on. So I would love you to see the benefits that I've seen from doing this consistently. And it's deliberately compact elements of each habit so that you can do them and they build up over time so that you don't have to be an expert when you first get started. It's all explained to you throughout those videos. So enjoy the benefits from that challenge if you decide to take it on. I hope you've enjoyed this video today. Let me know how you're getting on in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video.